Good evening, Ramchand. Today, module 5, I am going to demonstrate with practicals and module 5 in a data science training course. This is a backend subject. We need to learn how to store structural data, unstructured data, semi-structural data. So backend we are using database languages. So, what is meant by database? Database is a collection of interrelated data with help of relational databases, non-relational databases. We are creating the tables. Collection of tables is called a database, and with help of all the instructions of relational and non-relational databases, we are creating database, and we are using that database for backend purpose and database management system and warehouse. So database management system is nothing but with the help of relational databases, languages like SQL, MySQL, Teradata, DB2, MS Access, we are creating the tables with the help of syntax, with the help of relation, with the help of table. We are creating the rows and columns. Rows are also called as a tuples, records in a table. Table is a combination of rows and columns. So columns are just like attributes. How can you define attribute, Ramchand? Small question. What is meant by attribute?
Maybe attribute is something that supports the execution of a code. Let's say, um,
Okay.
yeah.
So Ramchand is a name. Name is a attribute. Age is a
Okay,
attribute. Okay.
okay,
Attribute
okay,
is
sir.
nothing but a characteristic of an entity. It's a
Okay, sir.
dimension actually. No problem. So name is attribute. Age is attribute. And date of birth is attribute. Like so, to manage the relational database, to manage the data with a collection of tables is called database with the help of SQL, MySQL, Teradata, DB2, with the help of
I
syntax, relation, table is called relational database tools like SQL. SQL is a product of Oracle company. And MySQL is a product of which company, Ramchan? MySQL.
Microsoft.
Perfect answer. So MySQL is a product of Microsoft company. They have given free of cost. That is the only they have given MySQL is a free database and open source. And DB2, whose product, Ramchan?
And no idea, sir.
No, but IBM. You know IBM? International
Uh,
Business Machines.
Business machines.
Yeah, first they have invented so many old computers, and it is not service based company, it is a manufacturing company. It's a product based company, IBM International. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so DB2 is a
1924,
product.
they started their IBM machines.
Yeah, perfect answer. Maybe you are so great in networks and in networking field. I am very weak actually.
Okay,
I
okay,
don't
sir.
know, but I can speak because I taught cyber security course that time. 13 subjects I have explained. After this training, you can start cyber security. Very good. We can do wonders in cyber security. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay, sir.
many because your mother area is networking, so you will become very good cyber security specialist, analyst, and data scientist. Because you are
Okay, sir.
learning Python program, definitely
Yes, sir.
you will get very good chances in Australia. I'm going to show you path. I don't want to leave now Australia. Now I'm getting PR. I'm going to sponsor you. Don't worry. Okay.
Oh, fine, sir. Fine,
Ah,
sir.
so then you can bring your family and children for your purpose. Okay.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah. After 1 year only, I am assuring. Right now, I have applied. I'm waiting for my PR, permanent residency.
Okay, sir.
And you might have seen my Facebook. I have contested for MP, Member of Parliament in Andhra Pradesh, Tirupati
Oh,
Constitution. Yeah,
Oh, great, sir.
with
Great.
Chandrababu Naidu, I stayed with him and so many big leaders I've contacted, and they asked me to contest at Tirupati.
Okay,
If you
okay.
see in my Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram, you type
Okay, sir.
Dr. Asadi Srinivasulu, you will get so many videos with Chandrababu Naidu.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay,
So
okay.
many videos.
Great.
That is my another
Great, sir.
angle. I
Great.
don't know how I went.
Great.
My childhood friend Bhaskar is there at Hyderabad. He insisted and pursued all that member of parliament eligibility criteria, and he thought that I am a suitable candidate, and they have chosen. Chandrababu Naidu called me at Vijayawada, and I went three times. I took the photos, and I have contested at Tirupati. And last minute, one more person came. He gave 75 crores, and Chandrababu Naidu bent for money, and he has given to another person. That's
Okay.
happened. It's okay, no
Okay,
problem.
sir.
That is one experience I have gained in my life. I am not a politician, but I don't know how I went there. And if you see my videos, you will surprise
Okay, sir.
in
Okay.
Facebook and
Okay, sir.
Instagram. It's okay. That is another
Okay.
angle. I don't know how far I am satisfying
Okay.
the subject knowledge. I don't know, but I'm trying my level best.
Okay, sir. It's good, sir. To me, it's good so far.
350 faculty requested me at Bangalore. Your
Mm-hmm.
lecture is so amazing. They gave out of 12 IIT faculty, I was the number one in that category.
Okay.
Atal,
Oh, fine, sir.
yeah, Atal programs. I have conducted, I mean, I have acted as a resource person 22 programs December and January. Listen.
Okay,
So
sir.
out
Okay.
of that 22 programs, I was the topper in India level. Can you
Oh,
imagine?
great, sir.
All
Great, sir.
engineering
Great.
colleges. Everybody told that your lecture is so good. They have given very good feedback, like students giving feedback. In
Okay,
with
okay.
comparatively IIT faculty, I got number one position in all
Okay,
22.
sir.
That's my privilege, and now government of India is giving best
Mm-hmm.
research guide award
Oh, okay.
28. I'm honoring with the Indian government Research India Foundation. I got
Okay.
award from Indian government. They told me, I told that I don't want to come to India right now, because already I I went for Christmas holidays. I came back. So now
Okay, okay.
I don't want to go, and they sent mail and requested, please online at least you can give your feedback on that award. It's okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, so in
Yes.
database we have two types of databases we can see in real-time environment. One is relational databases, and one more is a non-relational databases. Relational databases uses schema, syntax, relation, tuple. Based on that one, we are creating the table. Table is a combination of rows and columns. Okay, if you increase number of columns, the data set becomes complex. Okay, in that
Okay,
time
sir.
you can go for deep learning algorithms will work out on that complex data sets. So relational databases languages called SQL, structured query language, MySQL, okay,
Yes, sir.
DB2, MS Access, okay, and Teradata. Teradata? It is also one of the relational database tool, but not that much popular because of heavy competition like SQL, MySQL. It is not existed right now. It is there, but not that much popular. In front of big giants, there is a
Okay.
problem. So then we are going for, see, relational database tools handles only structured data. Okay, non-relational
Okay.
database tools handles unstructured data. The difference between structured and unstructured, can you give me a small example, Ramchan? What
For
is meant
structure,
by
sir.
structured data and what is meant by unstructured data?
Structured data, let's say, let's say array of a of 10, and array of a of 10 holds all the integer values.
Ramchand, you are
Um,
deviating to another topic. Actually, I'm asking data.
okay,
What is
fine, sir.
data?
Oh,
Okay, let
okay,
me.
let me tell you, sir. Let me tell you. I
Ah,
got it.
ah,
When I say Ramchand, Ramchand works as a teacher in a
yes.
college.
Ah,
Ramchand may be also a student in a different institution learning some programs.
correct.
And Ramchand, as a human, will have family, and
Yes.
Ramchand will have an account in a bank. So these are all the attributes that Ramchand has. Ramchand will be a different performer in a different places.
Ah,
Uh, if it is unstructured data, again, Ramchand as an academician has so many characters.
ah.
Ramchand, as a family man, as a academician, as a maybe a tutor, so different characters unstructured together.
Not exactly you have explained, but not
Hmm.
correct and accurate answer. Okay,
Okay.
let me clarify your doubt. You have given elaborated answer, but not
Hmm.
suits to the 100%. Structured data
Okay.
means with the help of schema, with help of syntax, with help of relation, with help of table, we are creating tables with help of SQL, MySQL, DB2, Teradata, and MS Access. Understand clearly. With the help
Yes, sir.
of these languages, I am using syntax, relation, table, and we are creating the table rows and columns based on the syntax. You know, syntax means rules and regulations we are following.
Sir, sorry to interrupt, sir. Can I say structured data with number of students in a classroom
Ah,
from alphabetical order A to Z,
ah,
records of a student A, like marks of each subject, and then the total average, the performance, likewise all the students from A to B, structured order.
ah.
Whereas unstructured data is it does not contain any order, does not use
Perfect.
semantics, does not use any syntax like that.
Perfect. So there is no schema, there is no schema, there is no relation, there is no tuple. If anyone joins, please allow them. Okay.
Sure, sir, sure.
So there is no schema, there is no table, I mean, there is no syntax, there is no relation, but we are creating the table for unstructured data like audio, video, text, graphics, animation. Such kind of data is called unstructured data.
Maybe
Data,
Hadoop is the example.
ah, data is divided into three types. Structured data with help of SQL, MySQL, Teradata, DB2, MS Access. We are creating the tables. Collection of
Yes, sir.
tables is called database. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
there is no schema, there is no relation, there is no syntax, but I am creating the table with the help of unstructured data like a Hadoop, HD, Hadoop, Hive, Mongo database. I am creating the database for
Yes, sir.
unstructured data. That is called unstructured data. Semi-structured data is nothing but 50% of structured data, 50% of unstructured data. We are creating the database. Now,
Yes.
database management system and warehousing, you need to understand. Let me justify my title. Database is a collection of interrelated data is called database. To manage the database like insertion, deletion, display, searching, sorting, then we are going for relational database tools like SQL, MySQL, Teradata, DB2, MS Access. And if you are performing unstructured data like audio, video, text, graphics, animation, we are performing unstructured data. By that time, we are using non relational database tools like Hadoop, Spark, Hive, HBase. Do you know these
Yes.
three? Hadoop.
Yes, sir.
Hadoop
Yeah, you
is a
told me, sir.
yes. Hadoop is a big data processing tool. Hadoop is a static, not it follows the batch processing. You know batch processing?
No, sir.
So batch processing is nothing but a static related database. Suppose that legacy database, 10 years old database, it can perform very easily with the help of Hadoop environment. If you are taking streaming data like Hadoop, I mean audio, video, YouTube videos, and then we are using I mean from you can call it as streaming data from one data center to another data center. We are moving the data. So unstructured data, I mean Hadoop is a very big framework for handle the unstructured data, very huge volume of data like audio, video, text, graphics, etc. Then Hadoop is a static a processing engine, whereas Spark is 100 times better than Hadoop environment because Spark can handle a streaming database, real-time data. Then what about HBase? HBase is a database tool by using a static database, Hadoop distributed file system database. Then Hive. Hive is a data warehousing tool. We are storing the data in system, server and data center with help of data cubes. So in database we used to have tables. In data warehouse we are using data cubes. So in order to store data cubes, we are using a multidimensional tables called fact constellation, star schema, snowflake schema. In data mining and data warehousing, you might have studied those multidimensional fact tables. You know, Ramchan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then now I'm going to start our 12 topics like introduction to database management system. How can you define database? Can you define now?
Yeah,
Collection
database
of
is a
interrelated data.
collection of interrelated data,
Perfect.
uh,
To
which
manage
has
the database, we are using SQL, MySQL, Teradata,
given.
DB to MS Access with help of relational database tools.
Yeah,
That
these
is
are all
called.
structured databases, isn't sir?
Yes,
Isn't
perfect
it?
answer. Non-relational database tools. Can you give example? Non-relational
Uh,
database tools.
Hadoop, MongoDB,
Hive
Hive.
HBase.
Yeah,
Perfect answer. And what is ER model? Entity relationship
entity
model.
relationship model.
What is meant by entity?
Um,
Like Ramchand is a
yes, sir.
attribute. Attribute
Yes, sir.
is a characteristic of an entity. Okay.
Okay.
ER
Okay, sir.
diagram we used to say create one ER diagram for Ramchand. What I can keep? I can keep in the oval Ramchand name. I'll
Yes,
write
sir.
your name, age, you write name, and date of birth, qualification, like hobbies. So I am creating with ovals, and in middle of the diagram, I can call it as an entity relationship model. Okay. So
Okay,
there we
sir.
are using relational database tools, ER diagrams. But whereas in non relational database tools like Hadoop, Spark, HBase, Hive, they won't use ER models. Keep in mind. So relational model is nothing but a simplified version of the reality. Suppose you are drawing a flow chart. What is the difference between flow chart and data flow diagram and UML diagram? You have any idea?
Flowchart is the flow of the data
Perfect.
until
Pictorial
from the
representation of, you can
fr-
say like
yeah.
this.
Okay.
Flowchart is a step-by-step procedure to solve a particular program with a diagrammatic representation. That is called a
Okay, sir.
flowchart. Then
Yeah.
flow, then data flow diagram in
Maybe
software
the flow.
engineering. Ah, in software engineering, we used to call a flowchart is data flow diagram. That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
And whereas, what about UML diagram?
Unified modeling language.
Perfect, perfect. What is the tool famous in that UML diagram?
Uh,
IBM given a very good tool. Do you have any idea?
No, sir, sorry.
Rational rows. Rational rows is a unified modeling language tool. It's okay, no
Okay.
problem. I because I have explained to my students because I haven't studied in my BTech career. That time it
Okay.
was not there, only flowchart. When I started my 2000, I have started my teaching career. By that time, and IBM given very good tool called Rational Rows for unified modeling, but very good tool. You know, for diagrammatic
o-
representation, we are using
Okay, sir.
use case diagram, sequence diagram, activity diagram, collaboration diagram, class diagram. You know, package diagram. I don't think so. You have remembered UML
No, I have
diagrams.
not. I studied once in my MSc, but
Oh,
after
very
that,
good,
no
very
touch.
good, very good. It's okay. Then we will go for these topics one by one, Ramchand, because
Okay,
we
sir.
need to do practicals. Now tell me. Now you have to tell me what is the definition of database. How you can do it as a database management. Can you explain your own sentences?
Okay. So the definition, as per your words, the
Yeah,
practice of managing data in a structured and efficient manner.
perfect, perfect.
Okay. Okay. So it involves storing, retrieving, manipulating
Ah,
through database management system.
perfect.
The types are hierarchical,
Ah,
network, relational,
hmm,
object-oriented, no SQL.
perfect. No
And
SQL
the
databases examples: Mongo database, Hive,
oh,
HBase,
oh,
and
okay, sir.
Hive, HBase, Scoop, Zookeeper, etc. Okay,
Okay.
next, perfect. Now give example for unstructured data here. Mongo database. What is Mongo database? Do you know? At least one
No, sir.
sentence.
No, sir.
It is a
No, sir,
no
sir.
SQL database. You just simply say no SQL
Okay.
means non-relational database tool. What is the
Okay.
difference
Okay.
between relational and non-relational database tools?
Because that has
Correct.
structures and schematics. Here, there is
Correct.
no
Correct.
syntax, no
Your
semantics.
answer is quite correct. Because, sorry, I'm asking continuously. Don't feel anything. You are my
No, 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 no,
student. Okay?
no,
You
no, no,
have to
sir.
be
No, sir.
strong in the subject. That's why my intention. Nothing else. Okay?
Yes,
So,
sir.
you need to see whenever you are going to give a demonstration in front of anybody, you just uh, you just like act me like they don't know anything. I am the expert,
Okay.
like in your mind you need to get it. That time you will feel very strong. Okay,
Sure,
so
sir.
Mongo
Sure, sir.
database is a NoSQL database. What is meant by NoSQL? There is no schema, there is no relation, there is no tuple, but I am creating the database with help of a Mongo database on unstructured data like audio, video, text, graphics, animation.
Yes, sir.
For storing purpose, Microsoft given JSON like documents. Okay, then what is meant by ER model? See, ER model is nothing but entity relationship model. I have explained attribute is nothing but a characteristic of an entity, and a relationship model says that a relationship between two entities, a blueprint for designing a database, collection of interrelated data, depicting entities and relationships like Ramchan, age. I am giving arrow mark, age. So 35. So like I am using concept like useful for visually represented through diagrammatic representation for various entities and their relationships in a database. How many types we can use? Conceptual type, like concept based. Logical type, like maybe and, or, logical and, NAND. So many logical operators we are using in front of your table. So then physical types, physical database diagram, ER model. Then examples like in a library system, book and reader are entities. Now you understood? Book and reader
Yes, sir.
are entities. And borrows means arrow mark is a relationship. Keep in mind. Then we are going for a relational models means based on the syntax and semantic and structured and table and relation, we are creating the data, structured data, into predefined relationships. So predefined relationships is nothing but already in relational databases like SQL, MySQL, Teradata, DB2, we have certain rules and regulations, predefined relationships, generally in the form of tables. Then what is meant by concept? Concept table. How can you define table, Ramchan?
Table
Is a collection
with
of rows and
yeah, with
columns.
collection of rows and columns.
Rows are playing a
Um,
vital role here in database system, but columns are nothing but dimensions like attributes. So if you increase number of columns, what will happen? The database becomes complex.
okay, yeah,
Yeah, tables consist of rows and columns where each row is a record. Record also call it as a tuple. Is it right? Yes, you
yes,
need
sir.
to say right. Tuple is a record, field, and each column is a field. You can call it as a dimension. Like name is a dimension, age is a dimension.
Dimension.
Dimension is nothing but attribute. Attribute is nothing but characteristic of an entity. So
Sir, can I
types.
say gender is also an attribute?
Yes, perfect. That is perfect because gender may be having a male, female, and third gender, like anything. Okay.
Okay,
Tables
okay,
like
sir.
relations, tuples is nothing but rows, attributes is nothing but columns. I have explained already. Dimensions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I will ask you very tough question right now. Can you give three major dimensions of big data? I'm expecting
Sir,
from
the
you
triple
this
V,
answer.
the triple V, no?
Perfect answer, Ramchand. You are day
Okay,
by day
okay.
increasing your knowledge. What is
Velocity,
three V's?
veracity, variety. Velocity,
Perfect.
veracity,
Volume, velocity,
yeah,
variety. What is volume? Size of the data.
size of the data.
What is volume? What is the velocity? Speed at
Speed,
motion
yes,
of the
sir.
data. How you are
Yeah,
downloading, uploading the files. Then
yes,
what
sir.
is meant by variety?
Different types of files.
Perfect answer. You are so good. You are updating your knowledge. Now
Okay.
examples of a products table. Could you have attributes like dimensions like product ID, product name, and price? My product ID is 1201. My product name is a Tata car and price is 3 lakhs. That is example for relational model. Then what about a relational algebra? A formal system for manipulating relations like tables, and concept we are using set of operations that can be performed to retrieve and manipulate data. Then types like select, project, union, set difference, Cartesian product. We are performing relational algebra. Examples like symbol called price. Okay, negation symbol or select symbol. Price greater than 50. Products would select all products with a price greater than 50. That is called examples. Next, see the tuple calculation. Tuple is a relation, record. Definition like a procedural query language dealing with tuples. Tuples is nothing but rows. Rows is nothing but records. We are using concept like allows the selection of specific tuples based on a given condition like greater than, less than, exactly equal to. Many symbols we are using in relational database tools like existential types and universal types. Examples like t dot product name and t belongs to products and is a relational operator t dot price greater than 50. This is the example for tuple calculation. What is meant by tuple, Ramchand? How can you define tuple? Is
A
a
procedural query language dealing with tuples. The tuples means
record.
we can have, yeah, records. Yes, sir.
Yes, perfect answer. Okay. So SQL. How can you, whose product of SQL, Ramchan?
Uh, Microsoft,
No.
Oracle, Oracle.
Very good, very good, very good.
Yes, sir.
Because your background is networking. That's why I'm asking these questions.
Yeah.
So you are quite opposite of networking versus database. That is different and this is different.
Okay.
Sorry to say
Okay.
you, but you need to become very strong if you want to become a very good data scientist. Research positions are available in Australia. For
Okay,
that
sir.
purpose, I'm training you. Okay.
Okay. Okay,
So
sir.
you need to be strong in database also. Very simple. No need to worry about how to write queries and all. Very simple.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so structured query language is a product of Oracle. And what is meant by structured data? Now you tell me. Retrieve your answer. What is
Okay.
structured data?
Like structured data is, let's say, when I say again, Ramchand as a person will have data. Um, let's say as an academician, Ramchand is a specialist in networking subjects. And again, when we go deeper into the analysis, maybe cybersecurity specialist, something like that. So has a sequential information about a person or about a data.
Perfect. So SQL is a product of, if anyone joins, please allow them. Okay, my
Sure.
scholars are there. 11 members are there. I'm sending to
Okay.
11 members, but nobody is joining. Only two members, maybe Polaya and Godinla Srinivasulu and Shankar. These three are very good students. They are joining. Okay, please
Okay.
allow them
Okay, sir.
if they. So SQL is a product of Oracle company. It follows the structured query language instructions, rules, and regulations. The definition says that the programming language used for managing relational databases like SQL, MySQL, Teradata, DB2, MS Access, etc. Concept we are using enables creation. We are creating the table, we are modifying the table, and we are asking the questions of relational database. That is called concept. Then what are the types are there? There are three types, DDL, DML, DSL. You might have studied a database management system,
Yes.
Raghuram Krishnan textbook.
Yeah.
Korth,
Yes, sir.
Korth. Raghuram Krishna textbook, have you studied? I have studied in
And-
1996.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm senior.
Yeah. 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 Yes, sir. I studied in 2002, I think.
I have started my career 2000 itself. Okay.
Okay.
DDL, DML, DCL, these are the relational database languages called data definition language, data manipulation language, and data control language we are using in this SQL. Examples like delete, is a keyword from SQL. From is a keyword from SQL. Products is my table name. Where is a keyword. Price is my defined variable.
Attribute, very
Ah,
attribute. Okay.
yeah, less than 10. This is my query. This is the way we are writing a structured query language. Query. Query is a nothing but question. Now, integrity constraints. Why we are using integrity constraints in order
The
to
truth, the truthness of the uh,
perfect,
yeah,
perfect. We are combining relational algebra, relational concepts, structured concepts. We are integrating with constraints is nothing but conditions. Constraints is nothing but conditions.
conditions.
Rules applied to maintain the accuracy and integrity of data in a database is called integrity constraints. Why should we integrate constraints, Ramchan? Because
Uh,
data may be a different types like integer, character, float, double, audio, video, text, graphics, animation, what not. That's why we are going for integrity constraints. Integrity constraints ensures the database remains consistent. If you integrate a number of different files and different conditions and error free in it, it is satisfy. Just like types, we are using a number of normal forms like primary key, foreign key, unique, check, not null. These are the integrity constraints. Why we are using these integrity constraints? Can you explain? Any one sentence?
um,
Try.
as I said, yeah, as I said before, to check the truthness of the
Ah, no.
conditions.
In order to perform, Exact
Okay.
answer.
Okay. Okay, sir.
uh, don't say truthness. For exact answer, we are we are using integrity constraints means no redundancy, no duplicate data, nothing else, with help of primary key, foreign key, unique, check,
Okay.
not null.
Maybe, yeah, maybe uniqueness.
Correct, correct. That is perfect
Okay.
answer. So example like A is a person, check. Age is attribute greater than or equal to 18. Constraint on a user's table. Suppose any table. Okay. So like that we are using integrity constraints. What is meant by normal forms? How you can define normal forms? Do you have any idea?
No, sir. Sorry.
No problem. Normal forms is a one of the major concept in database management system. It is used to eliminate noisy data, inconsistent data, and dirty data and redundant data. With the help of normal forms, we are eliminating those things like first normal form, second normal form, and third normal form, BCNF, fourth normal form, fifth normal form. That means in each normal form, we are eliminating one kind of redundant data, noisy data, inconsistent data, dirty data. These are the steps and types of normal forms we are using. A set of criteria used to evaluate the design of a relational database. There we are getting confusion. In order to avoid that confusion, we are using these normal forms. That's why we are using concept like design to minimize redundancy. What is meant by redundancy? Repeated data. Ramchan, how
Yes,
can
sir.
you define redundancy? Repeated data.
Duplicate data of
Duplicate data,
data. Yeah.
redundant data, and dependency by organizing data. That's why we are using types of normal forms like 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, BCNF, 4th NF, 5th NF. That is the types of normal forms. Example, we are using a table. Table is a collection of rows and columns is in third normal form. That means if it satisfies like second normal form, first normal by default. By default, third normal form satisfies first normal form and second normal form and has no transitive dependencies. You know what is meant by transitive dependencies, Ramchan?
No, no, sir. No, sir.
Now X implies Y implies Z. Then automatically, you tell me now.
X
X
implies
implies
Y.
Y implies Z. Then what about next relation? X implies Z. That is called
Okay.
transitive
Okay.
dependency. Can you
Okay.
explain now?
Yeah, if it is X tends to Y, Y tends
Correct.
to Z,
Z.
which means X tends to Z.
Perfect. That is called transitive dependencies.
Okay.
So we need to avoid those things with the help of normal forms. Next, what about file? What is meant by file? How you are defining file, Ramchan?
Okay. File contains data
File
or
is a
information.
collection of related data.
Data.
Keep in mind.
Okay.
Okay, now you tell me what is your definition of file?
Uh, File is a collection of related data.
Perfect. Maybe a
Um,
sequential file, maybe a random file,
yes, sir.
maybe a tell me other files. There are plenty of
Um,
files you are storing in your system. Permanent
Semi-structured file
files, temporary files,
files. Okay.
sequential files, random files.
Files.
File is a collection of records. Record is a
Okay.
collection of instructions and regulations.
Okay, sir.
So how you are managing your files in networking administration? Now tell me. What is root node
Um,
in a Linux operating system? How you are creating a file in Windows and a Linux operating system? Now you, because you are expert in network administration. Because I am a minnow in front of you. I don't know anything about
uh,
networking.
okay.
I am poor.
Actually, I work in network connectivity like the Cisco Packet Tracer simulation tools,
Hmm.
and to some extent, I create the connectivity, sir.
Perfect, perfect. Tell me.
Yeah.
So now tell
Okay.
me, What is how you are doing file organization in a network administration?
Sir, actually, administration is something different than
Yes, yes.
network connectivity is something
Ah, yeah,
different. So
yeah, yeah.
I used to be working in network connectivities.
Oh,
So
okay. Sorry to say
yeah.
you. What is your
Okay.
background and what you told me networking? That's why I'm relating to
So
networking.
yeah, that's what networking is like a general domain. I mean, as a what do you call a big domain in which my part is working with
Okay, sorry to
simulation
say
tools.
you. What is your
Yeah,
PhD title so that I can understand your
that's wireless sensor network, sir.
okay, okay, sorry. You just
Uh,
like me only. I am not
no.
related to networking. I am not related to database. I am not
Okay.
related to anything. But I am a you just whatever the name you can call it. I don't know. I have studied
Okay.
my BTech Computer Science Engineering at Triple IT Allahabad and
Okay.
Master of Technology with Artificial Intelligence and PhD in
Okay.
Data Science, one PhD and another PhD in Artificial Intelligence. I have two
Oh,
PhDs, you know.
great. Great,
Yeah.
sir. Great.
So file organization is nothing but we have different files in a database like how data is stored on a disk. Indexing is nothing but a data structure for fast data retrieval. We are using hash table. Then data types like defines the types of data. We have a number of data types like integer, character, double, audio, video, text, graphics, animation. That is called a data type. How can you define data type and give example of your own, Ramchand? Can you try? Why we are
Um,
using data types?
because we may be working with integers, floats,
Correct.
or double or strings. So we need different types
Float,
of data
float.
types.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then in real time, you can see the weather forecasting, maybe a floating point number, 24.5, floating point number, maybe audio
Yep.
data, maybe video data, text,
Yes.
graphics, table, etc. So that's why we are using concept like file organization, efficient storage for quick access. That is the purpose we are using B plus trees, you know. B trees and B plus trees. Why we are
Mysteries.
using? For efficient storage of data.
Sorry. Okay,
Indexing
sir.
is nothing but arrays and B trees and hash table and B plus trees uses indexing concept. Based on the index position, we are storing the elements. For searching very fast, order of one iteration, we are retrieving the element. That is called indexing. Speeds up query performance. Order of one, keep in mind. Data types like ensures correct and efficient data storage purpose we are using. Then what are the file types? Sequential files, indexed files, hashed files.
Match the files.
So suppose you are creating sequential file means one by one it will come automatically based on the order of numbers. Indexed means based on the index position, order of 0, order of 10. Based on that positions I am retrieving the element. What is meant by hashed? Hashing is a process of mapping key with value. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, hashing is nothing but h of key comma value. H means Ramchand, key means some name, value means K means name, V means age. I'm taking hash of key name comma 45. What is that meaning? Ramchand age is 35 like that. Okay. For
Okay. Okay,
indexing
sir.
purpose we are using single level indexing, multi-level indexing, clustered. Cluster, what is meant by cluster? Collection
The
of
group.
groups, that
Yeah.
groups having similar behavior, similar properties with
Yes, sir.
help of similarity index. How do you can calculate similarity measure? With the help of Euclidean distance, Manhattan distance, Minkowski distance. You,
Okay,
you,
sir.
you might have studied in data mining, in clustering, classification, it will come. Non-clustered means classification. How do you can classification performing? Based on the target class, based on the label, we are dividing the data. Okay, we are
Okay, sir.
classifying the data. That is called supervised learning. Clustering comes under unsupervised learning. What about reinforcement learning? Based on the punishment and reward, we are solving the problems, especially in gaming applications like reinforcement learning algorithms like you can A star algorithm, okay, and there are plenty of algorithm in gaming applications. Then data types. What type of data types you are dealing in the real time environment? Integers, string.
Strings.
String is a collection of characters enclosed with double quotation, ended with a null character. Keep in mind. Ramchan, I
Yes, sir.
want to print in any language. Within the double quotation, I need to use single character. In Python, double quotes and single quotes are the same. Then
Okay.
Boolean is nothing but true or false.
True or
Whenever you are
false.
using Boolean is a data type, T and F must be capital.
Yes.
Date is a data type, D must be capital. Examples like in file organization, we are using B tree. What is B tree? Now tell me.
Binary tree.
Perfect. Usually binary tree, everybody says, everybody wrong in this B tree
Is
expansion.
it?
But most of the people says that B stands for belief.
Ah, okay.
Balanced tree. Now you need to say, don't say binary tree. It is
Okay.
a balanced tree. Most
Balanced
of the
tree.
belief.
Okay.
Yeah. B tree is a tree satisfies the BST property like left, okay. Left subtree is always less than the root and right subtree is always greater than the root. All leaf nodes must be in the same level. That is called a B tree.
Okay.
The
Balanced tree.
extension of B tree is called a B plus tree. We are using
Okay.
in a database management system for efficient storage of data, for efficient retrieval of the data, for efficient manipulation of the data on a date of birth or column, anything for faster lookups we are using in this file organization table because time
So it should
is.
be balanced tree. Is it, sir?
Yes,
Balanced tree.
yes, that is perfect answer. You need to become like me. Okay?
Sure. Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Sure.
Then what is meant by data transformation?
For converting from one format to the other
Ah,
format.
perfect. What are the things you are using in for conversion of one form to another form? Filters.
Okay.
Okay? We are using so many filters. Okay, and
Yes, sir.
if it is a audio data, video data, text data, we are using for data transformation uh, pre-processing techniques like a box plot, you know box plot.
Yes, sir. Yes.
It is
I
a
have seen.
data transformation technique,
Okay.
pre-processing technique. Binning, do you know binning? In data
No,
mining it
sir.
is there. So box plot, binning, and the filters we are using to convert one form to another form. Filters may be anything, integer to float, float to integer, like you can convert very easily. The process of converting data from one format to another format is called data transformation. For converting the way you have told correct answer, then usually carried out to clean the data, aggregate the data, and enrich the data. Cleaning means we are eliminating the noisy data. Aggregate means we are making the summarize the data. And enrich the data, we are enhancing the data. What are the types we are using in data transformation? Cleaning, aggregation,
Aggregation,
normalization.
normalization.
What is cleaning? We are eliminating the redundant data. What is aggregation? We are making total, we are making the summarization, we are making the statistics. What is normalization? It process the it is the process of eliminating noisy, inconsistent, dirty data in a database. We are using so many techniques like 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, BCNF, Bayes code normal form, 4NF, 5th NF. What are the examples? Now take converting a set of date strings from month, data MMDDYY. You know which country is using like this, Ramchan?
Uh,
America.
oh, okay.
America, they are using First, your month, date of birth. What is your date of birth?
Mine is 0506
05 means
1981.
May month. What is date?
6
So
06
0506 19, suppose 1980, assume.
81. Mine is 81.
81, perfect. So that is a nomenclature they are using, but we are using British rules. Their
Yeah.
rules and regulations we are following. So my date
Yeah.
of birth is 15. See, I am using 15 is a my date. Month is a July 7, July 15th July 1978 my date of birth. So 7 I am writing 07 15 1978. So likewise, some countries are using year first, month next date. So data transformation you can convert one form to another form. That is a trivial and generalized answer. What about data warehouse modeling and a schema for multidimensional data models? Now tell me. What is
Mm.
data warehouse? How you can define data warehouse? You try your answer, I will give you a perfect answer.
As far as I know, a data warehouse will have a huge volume of data, and the data
Perfect.
will be stored with the help of cubes,
Perfect,
data
perfect answer.
cubes.
Very good answer, Ramchan. So,
Yes, sir.
data warehouse is nothing but storing of huge volume of data in a system, server and data center with the help of data cubes. That is absolute correct answer you have told. For data warehousing modeling means model is nothing but simplified version of the reality. Okay, through diagrammatic representation, through multidimensional factors, or any unified modeling language modeling you can do. Then schema for multidimensional data models like architectural models. What is meant by architecture? Ramchand, how you are defining architecture? Architecture is a structure which comprises software components and hardware components, and connection among them is called architecture. Architectural models for building a data warehouses with help of Hive, okay, SQL, MySQL, Teradata, DB2, Mongo database, HBase, etc. So the concept we are using in data warehousing helps in storing large volumes of data for analytical purposes, for mathematical representation. Types like star schema, snowflake schema, fact constellation, these are the multidimensional data models. Examples like using a star schema with a central sales table linked to customer, product and time dimensional data tables. Then coming to conceptual hierarchy of categorization and computations like levels of abstraction or aggregation in data, that is called concept hierarchy. Then measures. Measures is nothing but quantitative metrics. Metrics is called measures used for analysis purpose. Concept like provides a drill down and a roll up. These are the statistics of data warehousing. Drill down, roll up, sum up, statistics. So many concept hierarchies we are performing. Measures like facilitates calculations on data insights. Then what are the types we are using? Geographical hierarchy, time based organizational hierarchy. So measures like count, total, sum, average, minimum of the table, maximum value of the table, average, standard deviation. So many operations, measures, metrics we are using. In a paper, your paper recently you have submitted me, there is no validation metrics, there is no performance metrics, there is no mathematical model, but I am incorporating all those three things in your paper. It becomes very good paper. After that, we are going for submission. So
Okay, sir.
examples like concept hierarchy we are using like city, state, country. See, I came from village, Tirupati, there is a village called Tarigonda. Tarigonda Venkavamba she is a devotee of Lord Venkateshwara. From my village to Tirumala Hills there is a tunnel. From that tunnel she used to walk 5 hours to reach Tirumala Hills. Her name is Tarigonda Vengamamba. So there is a Annadana Satram, food canteen at Tirumala with my village name called Tarigonda Venkabamba. My mother name is Tarigonda Reddamma. My village,
Okay.
my mother tongue is Telugu. My mother native place is Tarigonda. Tarigonda is a name of the village. It is far away to Tirupati, nearly 120 kilometers. So Tarigonda Venkabamba is a student of Lord Venkateshwara. She is assuming that her husband is Venkateshwara, Lord Balaji. With her name, they have constructed Tarigonda Venkabamba Annadana Trust. That is a food. 24 by 7, they are serving food for a daily 1 lakh people. You know that truth at Tirumala Hills.
Even I had taken those what do you call Anna Prasadam lunch
Yes,
food.
yes. That
3 times I have taken.
yeah, that trust name is called Tarigonda Venkavamba. That my
Yeah.
native place is
Okay, sir.
Tarigonda. And my wife is working at Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam temple engineer.
Oh,
Now
great,
she is
sir.
at yeah,
Great.
Tirupati. If you want darshan, I will arrange. Okay, so
Yeah,
she
sure,
will
sir.
give
Please.
you tickets and she will give you a house. I mean, for a room and darshan and everything. She is drawing 2 lakhs per month right now in that temple. Okay,
Okay, great.
so so we are using a concept hierarchy like city, state, country. From village Tarigonda,
Okay.
I came to Tirupati city, state Andhra Pradesh, country India. That is called a concept hierarchy. Then what are the measures we are taking? We are calculating total revenue by summing up individual sales. So calculating total. Total is a measure, metrics like
Okay,
count,
sir.
average, minimum, maximum. These are the statistical operations. So with that one
Yeah.
theory part is completed. 12 topics.
Yes,
Now
sir.
again, what is the
Yeah.
time now, Ramchan? Tomorrow we'll
Yeah,
see
it's 4 o'clock, sir. I
practicals.
have to go.
Oh, okay. Sorry to say you. It's over.
No problems.